What's going on, everybody? Super Saiyan Polar back at again with another Dragon Ball Super discussion / theory video. Today we're going to be going into some of the spoilers of the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, so make sure you guys click off the video right now if you don't want to be spoiled by any things that happened if you guys haven't seen the movie yet. If you guys are fans of the channel, fans of this topic, or just a general fan of Broly, make sure you guys smash that like button. Can we get 400 likes, guys? Also subscribe and turn on notifications to stay up to date with all the discussions we have on the channel. We do this almost every single day and we have a lot of fun here. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about a potential Broly buff. Now, for those of you guys that have seen the movie Dragon Ball Super Broly the movie, technically Broly still hasn't tapped into most of his power. What we know is that in his first fight ever, he literally went from base form Vegeta to that beyond of Super Saiyan Blue. So in his legendary Super Saiyan state, he was able to take on both Goku and Vegeta at this point, who have already surpassed everything in the Tournament of Power. Now, granted, they didn't fight MUI Goku, and it's up for debate on whether they fought Perfected Blue from the manga, or if they even needed Kaioken times 20 or Super Saiyan Blue Evolution for just the sake of time. As we know in the movie, they did a lot of things that were cut out, especially with the intro and some of the things mid-fight. So that's another reason why we probably didn't see those forms, even though we do really know, if you watch the movie, that both Goku and Vegeta were pushed to the point of desperation. Now, where am I going with this? Well, what we saw in the movie is that Broly has the ability that we haven't seen really utilized in a long time, and that's the power of the Great Ape, the Uzaru. So he used it in a way that we haven't really seen, where he constantly was drawing the power from it, but he lost control. And we already know that the legendary Super Saiyan state isn't really that to be controlled in the first place, but it's not the first time we've seen it, especially in Dragon Ball Super. Something that was interesting was that everybody was kind of caught off guard at the fact that, oh, it's the legendary Super Saiyan, even though during the Tournament of Power we had Kale. She was the original OG legendary Super Saiyan in this show, technically, because of how popular Broly was. He was so popular, they created the female version of him, put him in the show, and now they had to canonize him because he's just that much of a character. So we've seen her and where she can push her abilities. We've seen what happens when they actually manage to fuse her and become Kefla. So that shows you a good indication of where their powers can potentially reach, and in a very small amount of time. Now, with more direct training with Broly, I think he can definitely tap into God Ki. What's interesting here is the fact that Broly, being a Saiyan, can tap into other forms of levels of Super Saiyan. If you guys didn't already know, we've seen the other Saiyans in Universe 6 actually do this. They ascended to Super Saiyan 2, and Goku was trying to teach them how to go Super Saiyan 3 and even further beyond. So Goku is a teacher of sorts when it comes to the other Saiyans. They even did this with Goten and Trunks, teaching them how to go Super Saiyan 3 when they fused, and everyone just takes what they learn and goes further and further with it and catches Goku off guard. It pushed him to Ultra Instinct Omen to take down Kefla. So if he does end up training Broly in some way, shape, or form, which it seems as though he wants to do at the very end of the movie, where he asks to train with him, it's gonna be at the point where does Broly go in terms of power? Because Super Saiyan 2, we know it's achievable. Super Saiyan 3, I mean, there's other concepts of Broly going Super Saiyan 3 in video games and stuff like that. It's not a new concept. Super Saiyan God, this is something that can be tapped into because of Vegeta. Vegeta did this on his own, and with the fighting prodigy that Broly is, there is a chance that he may be able to tap into Super Saiyan God. He is above that of God level power, because he may be even stronger than Beerus at this point in time after his first ever real fight. So if that is the case, if Broly does manage to harness the power of Super Saiyan God, especially after seeing it from two Saiyans, he might become one of the strongest fighters ever. And it's not to say that he can't do it, because whether Broly taps into this power on his own, similar to the way Vegeta did it, or let's say he finds other Saiyans and let's say he goes to the other universe, let's say he goes to Universe 6. This is not really a plausible theory, but this is something the Universe 6 Saiyans can do as well, where they join hands, they lend their energy to one another, and they actually manage to create the God ritual. Because who's to say they're not going to do that for Universe 6 as it is right now? They're going to probably do it because they have so many Saiyans and there's probably a lot more Super Saiyans hidden somewhere on that planet with the top level fighters. They didn't know how to transform into the Super Saiyan state, but their base forms were actually pretty strong as it was. So if there is other Saiyans out there, I mean, Super Saiyan God is obtainable by them, and it's not that far off. Meaning that Super Saiyan God may be obtainable for Broly as well, whether it be from the pure will of his fighting efforts, or if he has to eventually find other Saiyans and use the ritual. Who's to say the Universe 7 Saiyans won't even do it to him either? You never know how close he may become, because he actually is a valuable ally to whoever he sides with, and it seems as though Goku may be the one to get him on his side. He can be easily manipulated at this point in time, because even though we know in his heart he's a pure character, Frieza can manipulate him, Moro can manipulate him, everyone at this point in time can still find a way to get in his head, especially if he loses control yet again. There's no way that he's going to just gain control just like that. This is the legendary Super Saiyan state. It's not meant to be like that. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you see Broly being able to harness the power of Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue for that matter? But let's start with Super Saiyan God. I think, in my personal opinion here on my channel, I do believe Broly can master this power. Will they show it in the show? That is something to be determined, but I do believe Broly can do it. It should work in the way the continuity works with the show, and there's really no reason after the fact that Vegeta was able to pull the power out of himself for Broly not to get Super Saiyan God, especially after displaying that this was his first fight and he surpassed that of everyone in the realm of that power level, and maybe even Beerus, quote unquote. So I want you guys to take some time right now, comment down below, let me know what you guys think about this particular idea, because do you believe that Broly may go Super Saiyan God? Is it plausible for him to go Super Saiyan God, or even Super Saiyan Blue? And which would you guys prefer? Would you guys actually rather him just stay in the legendary Super Saiyan state, or would you rather see him go into Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue down the line and push this envelope a little bit further, or maybe even pushing the envelope even more, Ultra Instinct? Now that is really pushing it. A lot of people are saying that the Ultra Instinct Broly form, if that does happen, is the end all be all. The reason why I would stray towards the lower end of Super Saiyan God being the Super Saiyan Red form is because that is the weakest of the forms. However, it has better ki control, and I feel like aesthetically that's more pleasing to see. That's why they kind of pushed it back into the show with Vegeta and Goku really showing us that fiery aura yet again in the Broly movie. I think we're fatigued with Super Saiyan Blue, if anything, and if Broly just manages to get Super Saiyan God, we know this is going to be technically legendary Super Saiyan God, and that's going to be something incredibly powerful. Just to keep him balanced and just to show more control, Super Saiyan Red makes sense, and aesthetically it's going to be very pleasing to see that form yet again in Broly, especially knowing that he's reached the realm of gods and that red form on him. It also changes up that green aesthetic that he has anyway, and it's something that we've seen since the beginning of everything with Broly. He's always had the green type of hair theme, and plus now it's in his armor. And Kale, she's kind of stolen that a little bit, so Broly still owns the form. It's just, where can they push this? And I want you guys to tell me in the comment section below if you guys would prefer Super Saiyan God Red, the Super Saiyan Red Broly. Give me hashtag Red Broly or Blue Broly, or even UI Broly in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. For me personally, I'd rather see Super Saiyan Red, and I would like to see him hit this form, and this would be great to see him fight whatever enemy comes down the line, but I don't want to see this right away. He's still having to be mastering whatever forms he has underneath his belt right now, which is going to be Super Saiyan. If he goes to Super Saiyan 2 or 3, that's on whatever, but for now, him gaining control of his legendary Super Saiyan state is the priority, and whatever villain comes next, them trying to manipulate him, or actually him getting control and siding with the Z Warriors, that should be the priority. Later down the road, if there is a few more arcs in Dragon Ball Super, which I hope there are, like probably at least another 100 episodes, or even a Tournament of Power 2, have Broly ascend during that tournament, just like they did with the Tournament of Power 1, where everyone was getting crazy power buffs in this time of less than an hour. So just over 40 minutes, or even 48 minutes, these guys gained an incredible amount of power with every single fight that they got into in that time. So with Broly being a guy that did this in literally almost a similar style, if they did need him in the next Tournament of Power where everyone's probably going to be stronger, this would be a great time to pull out all of these what ifs, because that's basically what they did with the original one. And we know Dragon Ball, it's always been about the tournaments. Even the ending of Dragon Ball Z ended in the tournament arena. It technically started at the beginning of the end of the Dragon Ball tournament where he beat Piccolo, so defeated Piccolo, I said beat it, but it's how it goes, and that's the great selling point of Dragon Ball. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Broly Super Saiyan God, let's hope for it, and I think it would be a great addition to the show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the video. If you guys got this far, remember to leave the hashtags. I appreciate all of your viewership, and thank you guys so much. Smash that like button. Can we destroy 400 likes? Subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll be seeing you guys next time. All right, take care. Peace.